Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OMFG.FM's look at World of Warcraft Cataclysm. I'm your host, Jesse Cox from 10 Ton Hammer Live at 10tonhammer.com. Alright, you begged, you borrowed, you pleaded. And today I shall for you create a gnome and do Gnomeregan. Why you want me to do this, I don't know, but apparently, since everyone else has done it, I have to do it too. So hopefully this will stop you from emailing me. That's his name, Nomosexual, very awesome name. Let me state, as you look at that background image, it looks like some dude frapped the area without any NPCs there, and then stuck your dude over it in like a really poorly edited machinima. They need to fix that beginning. I'm being extremely hypercritical of this, because I'm doing the voiceover after instead of during, and I have played through all of this, and I'm slightly pissed. I did not like this zone at all. I know my good longtime buddy, Total Biscuit, I think he said something like it's better than the original zone. I don't think he actually liked it, but he said it's better than the original zone, right? I have to disagree. I think this zone is absolute crap times a million. I liked where the dwarves and gnomes started before. The new version, so much better than this. Seriously, as you look at the bugged out screen, I'm not going to hold this against them. It's a bug, it's beta, they'll fix it. But I will say, see, they even cut off the sound there. And alright, I will say, I fell asleep twice while doing this for you guys. At 2 separate occasions after getting 9 hours of sleep at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So trust me, this is boring to me. I disliked this area immensely. Immensely. So in this area, you start out as an irradiated gnome. Apparently, from what I gathered doing all these quests, is that you and your friends, and I guess whoever else came to help you during Operation Gnomeregan, which I believe is, along with the troll thing, part of like a 3.5 or 3.6 or whatever the hell we're on in Wrath of the Lich King right now. But it's what's coming up in the future, so there may be some spoilers, wink wink, nudge nudge. You know, never mind, this whole thing is spoilers, so if you're watching this, tough, get over it. And as you can see, I'm still a total noob, and I wasn't really sure exactly why I wasn't auto-attacking, because I didn't put auto-attack there, but well, it doesn't matter. No, I could have clicked to auto-attack, but then every single one of you bastards would have been like,
"You're clicking! This is unacceptable! I am going to go watch another video, loser!"
sorry. Alright, so basically you go around killing leper gnomes, because, I don't know, apparently that's all that the people of Gnomeregan produce are leper gnomes. No real technology, just making leper gnomes. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up. 1, because I want you to hear what it sounds like sped up, because it's hilarious. 2, because I don't want to have to sit through all this stuff and explain it to you. Because it's so straightforward and simple, it's not worth my time. And that's why I dislike it. Because it is so straightforward and simple. There's no challenge at all to this area. And I guess they're going for like cutesy kind of, oh, well, you're a gnome, so let's have fun. But it is boring as hell to me. Mohawks and all that crap there. So when I turn this quest, the guy's like, oh, great job, Nomosexual. Which, again, hilarious name. Hopefully it's offensive to at least someone out there, which is good. Alright, so if we don't do something quick, we're not getting out of here alive. So you have to take a teleport beacon, and you have to go teleport out gnomes who are in the area who, you know, are still on your side, I suppose. Great. And if you took the time to read those quest texts, the 2 previous ones, you'll notice there's a lot of room that they could have added for, like, some of the memes or something silly included in there, like you would see in the goblin starting area or something like that, but they don't. The actual silliness isn't present, and that's when I play a gnome, the reason why gnomes are so funny is because they're silly characters, right? They're not to be taken too seriously, and those who are, the reason why they're taken seriously is because they're so silly and funny and badass, right? I can't think of one off the top of my head, so maybe like Wilfred Fizzlebang, but still, even he's silly because he gets, you know, one shot by a demon. But he's apparently a badass. It doesn't even matter. when you start doing these quests, there's no silliness behind it, right? You teleport people, and they teleport immediately. Like, why not teleport them and crazy stuff happen to them? Or maybe the teleport machine doesn't work, and so you have to help them. Something. Or the quest giver, maybe the quest he tells you is like, oh yeah, this guy came up with this idea. Nothing. It's just, here's your teleporter, go teleport people. There's no life to this zone. There's a lot going on, yes, but there's no life to it. And that's what pisses me off. There's a lot of characters, a lot of movement, there's a lot of background lore stories, but there's no emotional life. Okay, great, so you saved the survivors, and you know, what you're gonna go do now is get yourself decontaminated. That's literally all it says. There's not one bit of flair. I hate to use the word flair, because I feel like I'm working at TGI Fridays, but there's no flair there, right? There's nothing to make it exciting. It's just quest after quest after quest. The dialogue is bad. And I don't know why, because as you've seen in some of the other videos, some of the zones have some of the best quest dialogue I have ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, that one with punching Deathwing in the face is one of the most brilliant quests I've ever seen. This one's like, alright, well, you need to get desanitized. Go over and get desanitized. Meanwhile, I thought this was the desanitizer thing. I had no clue what the hell I'm doing. But then it realized that that's like a teleporter, so I was like, well, maybe it's this area over here. There's a lot of commotion here, right? I'm looking around like, what is it? And then I realize, oh, it's these stupid things over here. Right there with the... Takes me a minute because I'm stupid and slow. But look, so you jump in here, and then it's like, commencing decontamination sequence. And then you get decontaminated. I don't know. I guess this is supposed to be cute and funny. I just don't feel it. I really, truly wish I could have liked this zone. I really do. I just don't feel it. And I know a lot of you are probably pissed that I'm being, like, really negative about this area. But the gnomes are such a fun race to play that to have them be super serious goes against everything I think they stand for. That's all. Right, so, oh, great, you made it to the surface. Go see this dude over there and you can get teleported up. Right, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Gnomosexual. The only thing funny about the text is the fact they're calling me Gnomosexual, which is pretty funny. But the rest of it's super serious. The gnomes themselves, as a race, as a lore fan,
you have a great day now.
Even though they try to take themselves seriously, they aren't serious. They're a silly, funny bunch of guys. Maybe that's my problem, is that's how I see them, and that's not how Blizzard sees them. Clearly it's not. But, whatever. So, you're told to go see Drill Sergeant Steam Crank or Crack or whoever the hell he is. My cursor's Crank. And basically, you go over and he tells you, oh yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. We've got to go back and retake the place. Didn't you just retake it? I don't even understand that. At least the trolls have taken their area. This is the general outlook of where you start at.
Greetings.
For a gnome who spent so much time, and yeah, right. So, right, I'm awesome. Great. I'm missing the technology and the fun already. There's none of that. I didn't use anything cool like a blaster ray that shrunk guys down and maybe step on them, or maybe the teleporter. It doesn't work, so you use it on the leper gnomes instead of your friends, and you have to... Nothing. It just didn't do it for me. So he basically says, go see the High Tinkerer.
I won't allow you into my kingdom, usurper! I won't allow it!
Right, and so basically the entire area, I assume this is a bug, but the entire area is completely filled with the sound of this cutscene that you're about to see here in a minute, because apparently you have to watch it, and every time you watch it, it resets over and over and over again. So I have to wait till this dude who's watching it is done before I can start that part. And then I have to listen to the whole thing before the High Tinkerer talk to me. So I'm going to talk over this one because there's no point. And then I'll let you guys listen to it if you want to listen to it. Feel free to fast forward. But basically it's a massive spoiler about what I assume happens at the end of Operation Gnomeregan. Alright, so I'm going to talk to him. It's good to meet you, right? great. Oh, we're at war, so we have to... I don't like it. I don't like it. The dwarves of Ironforge kindly took us in, right? They give you a little history about what happened. That's great and all. And they went into Operation Gnomeregan trying to retake their city. And it's like, we weren't able to achieve it. Terrific. So he's like, watch what happened. So you have to watch it. You can't continue. You have to watch it. So you have to sit here and watch it again. So I'm going to shut up and just let you guys watch this.
Necessity is the first cousin of invention. Necessity is the first cousin of invention. It's too quiet. Where are Thermoplug's defense forces?
And yes, those are their voices. I'm not doing any here. And as you can see, Thermoplug was talking before and isn't talking now. So they're working on bugs, I guess. I don't know.
It's a trap! That's a fully functional irradiator!
Irradiator 3000 activated. Attention, emergency. You now have 10 minutes to reach minimum safe distance.
10 minutes? Plenty of time to disarm the device. Hinkles, hand me that whirring bronze gizmo and some fresh spring water. Codspin, toss me that dirty Tron cloth and a handful of copper
I do
bolts.
kind of like the MacGyver thing there.
10 minutes. You left the factory setting on. Give me that controller, you idiot!
Attention, emergency. You now have 10 seconds.
We gotta get out of here!
Minimum safe
Spotforge,
distance.
beam us back, quickly!
So apparently that's why we were all radiated down below. Apparently this guy,
Welcome,
Crushcog, is now up on the surface, attacking all the gnomes of Gnomeregan, and we have to go stop him. That's essentially the entire point of this opening area. You know what? Out of all the races that are in the heat of war or fighting off parts of the Cataclysm or something, the gnomes, I think, should be the one race that don't do that. The gnomes don't... I don't see gnomes as being warriors, or even though I'm playing a warrior, I don't see them as being involved in this as much as they're trying to make them out to be these badasses. I don't know. So I've got to go around and collect parts for this dude. So again, fast forwarding through all this. I don't know. So far, I've done, what, 4 quests? I'm on my 4th quest right now. First quest, kill 6 guys. Second quest, beam 6 guys.
You have a great day now.
Third quest, get de-irradiated. 4th quest, collect stuff off the ground. I don't know. I just don't think that's as entertaining as some of the other zones. Now, I have played through most of the starting zones. In fact, all of them except for this one right now, which I just played. But the Orc zone, I think, is essentially the same as it was before. I didn't like that one as much. I got to be honest. They should have changed a lot more there. That's true. I just like that one. But the rest of them, like the Tauren starting zone, if you get a chance, go find videos on that. I may one day post that. The Tauren starting zone is so much fun. You really feel like you are trying to defend your home, your base, your livelihood. You're outnumbered. It's great fun. It also shows you what it is to be Tauren, right? It gives you backstory. It shows you, you know, a freaking Tauren death ritual, right? It shows you about these people of the plains. If you go to the human starting zone, you see this, they're surrounded on all sides kind of thing. And it's very warlike.
Greetings.
And Deathwing's there, and King Varian Rin is there, and it's this amazing starting zone. Wonderful, right? But it reflects this human, oh my god, we're under attack, we have to go defend our people, that kind of thing, right? And I get what they did with the gnomes. I really, truly do. I understand the gnomes finally retook their home, that's great. But to make them into this warlike people that are fighting for their... It almost seems like they go against character. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. And you guys will flame the hell out of me.
Seen you.
That's fine. Because I've been ranting for, what, 14 minutes at this point?